Good?
We're good.
We're recording?
Yes.
Welcome back to the videos, guys. Today, we're gonna be talking about Unitronic and their new UAF system. So, let's go for a ride. So, Unitronic has been absolutely killing it with their softwares for the Mk8 and the Evo 4 platform. And that's probably my favorite feature so far. I'm hoping it picks it up. We'll slow down, there's people. And we're back. So, with their new UAF system, you can do this either the feature box, or if you've already got one of their flex fuel setups, you can use that as well. It will require an update to your flex fuel kit, and it's pretty simple, pretty easy to do. You can do it from your phone, and then you reflash just as you would any other tune for stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. One of their other features is going to be rolling launch control. You have standing launch control for us manual guys and gals. And then if you have a Golf R, you also have the ability, and I believe the S3 as well, you also have the ability to change the behavior of your exhaust flaps. That's not something I personally can test because we have a GTI, so there is that. So we're gonna get to a spot here and we'll be able to demonstrate all these different things. Also forgot no lift shift. You can pin it to the floor, and as long as you're above 5,500 RPM, you can keep your foot down on the gas pedal, clutch in, shift, let out, which is pretty dope that you are able to do that. What that does is that eliminates time between shifts. So if you're roll racing, you're not lifting off the gas. You are taking one step out of the equation and just keep on going. So the first thing that we're going to talk about today is going to be our launch control and our rolling launch control. And to do that, to get it to engage, you got to turn your cruise control off. You're going to hold the minus button, and this applies to both of them. Clutch in. Hold on, somebody's coming by. I don't want to be rude. Clutch in, hold the minus button on your steering wheel, and floor it. Just like that. You can also adjust the boost threshold that you're sitting within, as well as adjusting the RPM that you're sitting at, all from your phone. So you don't have to reflash any of this. Once you have the tune and the UAF installed into the car, so your feature box, your flex kit, and then flash with the new software, everything is controlled from your phone. It's pretty cool. I'll put some screen recording footage up so you guys can see exactly how this works. But it's just their new UAF control app. Once it loads right there, make sure I get into the car. Once you're in, this is what it's going to look like. And it gives you all your options you can click on and actually go through. So just for example, exhaust overrun, this is going to be your pops and bangs, how much on decel in between shifts you want it to crackle. If you want to be a BMW boy, turn that all the way up. If you want to be a little bit more modest, you got a medium level and OEM, and then you can actually control the intensity of the pops and bangs as well, which is really cool. So if you want to be a little bit obnoxious one day, turn it all the way up, rock it, and then you're feeling like a pen pusher the next day, turn it all down, and you're good to go. You just hit save, saves it to the car, and that's it. Go off and drive. All right, so I have repositioned you guys in front of the steering wheel. That way you can see exactly what I'm doing. We're going to be clutch off right now. So we'll clutch in, take our minus button, push it, and floor it all the way to the floor. And just like that, that's how you engage your launch control. I'm not going to launch my car because I just don't do that. I will do the rolling launch control for you guys though. For rolling launch control, you are going to have to be above 35 miles an hour. And the way that this is going to work is once you are up to speed, you get to where you're wanting to be. So let's say you're doing a third gear pull, you want to be at 45 miles an hour, get to 45, then you'll hit the minus button and floor it, and it will build boost, and from there you can let go and launch. So the cool thing about UAF and Unitronic and what they've done is they do have safety parameters set up. You can only do rolling launch control once within a 15-second window. Along with that, you can only hold it for 5 seconds before it'll time out. So we'll get up here, we'll do a second gear pull, hit the minus button, floor it. And I don't know about you, but that's pretty cool. Like, obviously you can't feel it through the video, but just feeling that torque hit is something else. It's pretty crazy. What we're gonna do now is grab some shots of the outside of us doing our standing launch control. We have the mic on the license plate, so hopefully it'll pick up the sound. Hopefully it won't blow your eardrums. If it's loud, I'll put a warning right here for headphone users. Turn it down a little bit. Hopefully that gave you a little bit of an idea of what to expect. Now that we've kind of covered our launch control, we're gonna go back up the road and probably get some videos of driving around. There's a corner up here that's really nice. You can just downshift, come through the corner, hopefully get some really good shots of the pops and bangs. All right, so we're heading up the road. I have one mic on the outside of the car still. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully the footage is usable. If not, I'll reshoot this and you won't know the difference. But I wanted to see if we can keep one mic outside the car, keep the talking going, and still function. One downshift. Been one of my favorite mods that has been done to the car, at least recently. I have enjoyed driving it again. Not that I didn't before, but it just changed it up enough where I got the feeling of like, oh, it's something new again. Like, try something else. All right, so I got two separate mics again. I wanted to do one more test for you guys. I wanted to do one more test for you guys. As far as the pops and the bangs go, I'm going to adjust the settings, and we'll do each test individually. So these are all going to be on the highest intensity, and I'll go from OEM to a little bit more than OEM to the highest setting, and that way we can see the difference between the 3 settings. This will be going in my trunk, so hopefully it picks it up. I don't want it right next to the car. When I was editing the rest of these videos, I noticed that it does kind of blow it out. So we'll put this guy in the trunk. We'll do this one test, and then there's one more feature I want to go over with you guys, and then we can end the video. This is going to be on the highest setting, and then we'll go down from there. And just like that, we have done all 3 different settings. Now, I'm going to stop because obviously I'm in a public space right next to a building. I don't really care to get kicked out. So now we'll move on to our last, but definitely not least, feature with this new update and their new system. It's pretty cool. So we'll jump into the car so I can be a little bit closer and I can show you what we're doing. All right, so if we jump into the app, we can go ahead, connect to our module. Manage. Advanced traction control. Now, at first glance, you're not really going to know exactly what's going on, but you can go from eco, comfort, and sport. These are all settings you can adjust within the app, and you can adjust it by gear. So this has 7 gears, so it is able to go up for a DSG or manual, and you can duplicate settings for either sport, comfort, or eco. It doesn't give me the option for eco right now because that's the mode that I'm in. Now, if we go to gear 1, we can actually adjust how much torque we allow the engine and transmission to put down to the ground before we get interference from the ECU. And that's really cool. It's kind of like boost by gear, if you've ever used that before. And then you can just save those settings. Right now I have it set to OEM. I have an OEM clutch, and I don't really care to destroy it any more than I already have because it has been put through its paces. We need to definitely replace it here soon. But this is a really neat feature. So if you're on track and you're setting the car up for a certain course, or there is just a way that you want the car to behave, you can adjust these settings to your liking and make it a little bit more predictable for yourself. And I think that's one thing that's really awesome about the UAF system and what Unitronic is going for here is it's making it more of a personal experience instead of just buying a stage 1 plus, stage 2, stage 3 tune. You get to go in and you get to adjust all these different parameters and make the car's character reflect your own. And I think that's kind of what modifying cars is about. And Unitronic has done an amazing job of bringing what the customer wants and the consumer wants, us, the car guys, the car gals, bringing it over to the car and allowing us to then tweak it even further to get it where we want it. And I think that's just really awesome. Now we're gonna hop back in the car and finish out the video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it so far. If you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe. Now come back in. Come back for the ride. All right. So we've done our pops and bangs. We've done our launch control. We've done our rolling launch control. Now, what we have left is no lift shift. And I haven't done it yet, so I'm a little nervous, but we're gonna do it. And I guess we'll just commit. That's pretty rad. That's wild.
It almost sounds like it has DSG farts.
Yeah, kinda. It does have that effect. And the torque is just instantly back on. That's cool. That is the only thing I hadn't done before filming this video. And that's pretty cool. I'm gonna do it again. We're gonna turn around and we're gonna do it one more time. And then we're gonna get off this road because I don't want people to get mad. Yeah, that was something. All right. One more good old-fashioned college try. Oh, my second gear shift. The crackles on D-cell from doing that are insane. That's wild. Unitronic, you have outdone yourselves. Thank you. That's cool. Yeah, my second gear shift right now is being kind of funny. I think it's the cables. So I'm missing one of the retainer clips. I have to order one. But every once in a while, first to second doesn't want to cooperate. And that's just something I have to fix. It's nothing's fault except my own. Now we get to cross this busy highway. Then we can do a recap and close out this video. Man, that was pretty cool. So that was my genuine reaction. Everything else I'd done before and I kind of played around with, but that was pretty cool.
Was it pretty cool?
That was spicy.
Cool?
Very spicy. So we have covered our launch control, our rolling launch control, pops and bangs, and right now my favorite thing, the no lift shift. Really, my thoughts on it, it's an amazing setup. They did really well, but if you're already tuned, especially if you already have the flex fuel kit, like bang for buck mod, I don't think you can really beat it. I think I'll put the price on the screen for the difference. Like with the flex fuel kit, like I said, you have to update your software. There is a difference that you're going to have to pay, but for what you're getting, honestly, I don't think you can beat it. It's a really well-developed setup, and it makes the driving experience very, very enjoyable. Not that it wasn't before, but this just adds to it. It's like a cherry on top. This is a dessert for your dessert. You already got the difference when you got tuned. Like the stage one from stock jump is really good. Man, it's freaking bright. It's 52 degrees outside, but it's hot when the sun is on you. And then you get like this whole other jump when you go to the flex fuel kit, which is also awesome. And now you get another jump, all still being stage one, mind you. It's just it's cool. There's not a power difference, but the driver difference, that's 100% worth it.
Experience.
Yeah, the experience is completely different. With that being said, I want to thank Unitronic, and I want to thank you guys for watching. Unitronic, thank you for letting me test this software. It has been an absolute blast. And to all of you at home, I hope my genuine reaction of no lift shift was worth it. Really, really cool setup. That's about all I have. I'm going to go beat the crap out of my car now. But I hope all of you have a wonderful day. Once again, thank you all for watching. If you haven't already, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.